Welcome to the Art Cityscape Podcast, the official podcast of Springville City, Utah, where we publish important information and insightful interviews for the benefit of our citizens. Well, Heidi, thanks so much for coming. We really appreciate it. You're the director of the CRC, Clyde Rec Center.
Superintendent, yep.
So maybe just introduce yourself and kind of who you are, your background, and just a little bit about yourself so people can kind of get to know you, who you are.
So I'm Heidi Udall, and I actually started working at the front desk of the CRC when we first opened almost 7 years ago. So it's been super fun. I got to walk around and tour the building as it was being built and got to meet a lot of the citizens and patrons that come in, and that's been so fun. And then I've been able to see it expand, and then as I've been able to expand my role as well. And my family and I have lived in Springville for 20 years, and just think the rec center is such a good, fun place to be and a good place to be involved in. And so,
well, for those citizens who don't know the history of the rec center, kind of maybe take just through kind of a memory lane of where it started and that sort of thing. Even maybe tie in with the old swimming pool, where it used to be, and kind of where the thoughts were that moved it down where it's at. So, do you mind?
Yeah. So the old swimming pool, was starting to have some structural issues and wasn't able to accommodate all of the citizens as Springville has grown and as there's been more demand for recreation. And so there was a big call from a lot of citizens to build a rec center. And so that was something that was then voted on and went to bond and was passed. And then it went into production, into building, construction. And that is one thing too. It is just a beautiful building. It is full of windows and light, and it has a huge stained glass window that definitely ties into the CRC being part of the Art City. And so I love that part too. But we started, with, I think it was like 5,000 or 6,000 initially members, and now we have over 10,000 members that attend the CRC. And so it's just been such a good place to gather as a community. It shows that Springville has a commitment to health and wellness and also mental health, because that definitely ties in with being physically fit and having those opportunities to exercise and grow and have a sense of community.
So for those who don't know, talk a little bit about when you open, when you close, some of the things that go on down there, some of the activities that take place. People maybe drive by and think, okay, they probably have a set of weights in there and a swimming pool.
Right.
And that's true.
Yes, we do have all the things.
Basically not accurate. So
yes.
Why don't you talk a little bit about the operations and what's going down there?
So we actually open at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we close at 10 each night. And it's funny, we have our diehard swimmers and people who want to work out who are lined up as soon as the doors open at 5. They're ready to go. And we have...
I want my lane.
Yes, exactly. They want their piece of equipment. They want their lane.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fun. And they... so we have a competition or a lap swimming pool. We also have an activity pool, which is a little bit warmer, and that one has slides and a hot tub, also a lazy river, and a wader pool for littles that has a few little features in there, so moms can be in there with their little kids. And a lot of classes, aquatic, aerobics and Zumba. And we also have something called Glide Yoga, where it's almost they're on big paddle boards, and they do yoga on the water, and those kinds of things too all happen in there. We have a fitness studio and a basketball court, and we also have volleyball and pickleball on those courts. And then we have upstairs the gym with a track, and the track is also super popular, especially in the winter time, for people to come and work out when they can't necessarily get outside.
And you have weights.
Yes, and then there's the weights. We have, 2 different weight areas, and then, all the normal fitness equipment, ellipticals and stair climbers, and a spin studio that is super popular as well. So talk about what's the most popular down there, and what do you end up maybe refereeing kind of participation, and how that all works, just so somebody who's not been there understands that if they went there, what
what they can kind of expect, if you will.
Yeah, so I think one of the most popular things is our fitness classes, our group fitness classes. Definitely provide a huge sense of community for people and fun way to work out. You've got the music, you've got, camaraderie, but there's also some fitness classes that deal more with like weights and like circuit training and those kinds of things. So we have things that appeal to both men and to women. We also offer like children's yoga classes, and we've just recently started offering ballroom classes. So we have teenagers that are doing ballroom and competing against other programs.
Ballroom dancing.
Yes.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's all
Don't
kinds
tell
of
my wife. She'll make me go down and take that class.
Would love to see it. And so I think that's really popular. We also have swim lessons, and those classes are really popular, and those fill up quickly also.
So if somebody said, I would love to be able to do ballroom dancing, how do they register for it, pay for it? What's involved in that whole process? What takes place, as well as the Zumba?
Yeah, so basically you can come down to the rec center anytime, and everyone at the welcome desk is happy to help you and answer all your questions. You can have a membership there. You can get a tour of the building and kind of see what we offer that way. We also have information on the website, the city website, that lists pricing as well as classes offered. The fitness schedule is always listed on there, as well as our lap lane schedule, so you know when lap lanes are available. There are times we have our high school swim teams that also practice at the rec center. Right now we have all 5 NEVO schools that practice at the rec center.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet that's a congestion.
Yeah, so there's that little bit of time, so it's good just to let the public know this, it's going to be really busy during these times, but then there's a lot of other open times that are available for them. So all of that information is on the website as well.
So the cost, you have annual charge, monthly charge per visit?
So
and then if you have other activities, are there charges in relationship to it?
Yeah, so we have 12-month memberships, 6-month, and 3-month memberships.
Okay.
And so it varies on whether you want to have a family membership or an individual membership or senior memberships, for example. And then there are a lot of seniors that might not be aware that their health insurance programs actually pay for memberships.
Mine does.
Yes. So so that's one thing we're always happy to help. We actually have a huge senior population at the rec center. We have several classes and both aquatic classes, one that's called Twinges in the Hinges. And
Twinges in the Hinges. I can relate to that. That's not funny.
So we have, I think it's about 50 or 60 women that are typically in that class, and we had to actually add additional classes because it was so popular.
Yeah.
Then we also have a Drums Alive class, which is where they have like the yoga balls and get to drum on those to music. And then there's another Silver Sneakers class that does light weights and movement and things like that. And those are all really popular.
So to sign up, I assume that you sign up for these. Is there an additional charge from the annual fee?
No, all the fitness classes are included with the annual fee.
Okay. Yeah. Are there activities in which there are additional charges?
So just a few, like the enrollment classes, like the ballroom class, that one costs a little extra. We have a children's dance class that costs extra. But all the traditional fitness classes, those are all included with your membership.
Including the annual membership?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then we have a drop-in fee. So if you didn't want to do a membership but just wanted to drop in, it's $6 for adults and then $5 for seniors and for youth under 18.
So let's say I'm a mother and I have a child with me. Do you have somebody to watch the child? Is that possible, or how does that work?
Yeah, so you mean like Child Watch? We have a Child Watch program also, and that's $2 an hour for Child Watch.
So if a young mother says, I got to get out, I got to the stress somewhere, and this is an opportunity for her to come down and to be able to have some help.
Yeah, and we actually, moms can also just go on the track with their children in their stroller and walk, and that's another way. And then we also have a stroller class that's specifically designed for moms, where they bring their children in the stroller and they do some exercising and workouts that way too, to try and support that.
So do you find that the camaraderie, as people come down, they just start linking up and they just find some great friends and have a lot of socialization
common interests?
going on?
Yeah, it's been so great to see that we even have had someone that's maybe struggling with like a cancer diagnosis, and everyone wears pink to class to support that person. They're always celebrating birthdays and those kinds of things. And there's also a good connection with the welcome desk and the patrons that they get to see every day, where they get to, establish friendships just by saying hi every morning or every afternoon. So that's really good too. So
take me as a last question, maybe. Take me down the road a year. Where do you see and what do you see happening down there?
I just see us continuing to grow, because that's what we've found, is that the more people that find out about us, that come, that feel that sense of community, they really love being there. And so we just continue to grow, and we will continue to foster that sense of community. We love to use the hashtag You Belong Here, and that's kind of our thoughts, is that we want everyone to come and participate. And maybe someday we can expand a little,
yes,
which would be awesome.
Sure.
And I know there's definitely a demand for that.
And you have room to be able to do that, and
yes.
that's just a decision for the city council.
Yes. Yeah. We would love to see some expansion.
That's great. Well, we're so thrilled with what you do down there. I mean, you do create a great feeling of community. There is one more question. You have other activities that happen around the Clyde Center, the CRC.
Right.
Like during Art City Days, and maybe just talk about those and what takes place outside.
Yeah, we're glad because we're part of the Park and Rec Department of Springville, and so we're always happy to support those activities and be a part of those. So during Art City Days, there's a Glow Night, which is held kind of in between our lawn and the Meadowbrook Elementary that's right there. And we have hot air balloons that come at night, and they glow with their fire, and we have a huge family dance where we've had a few thousand people in our parking lot dancing, because it's a free event and it's so much fun. Again, just kind of building on that sense of community. And you have
vendors who come,
yes,
and they're selling whatever.
Yep, we have food trucks and
Zupas and
light up.
Zeppies,
light up toys, and it's super fun. We really like it. And then there's the pickleball courts that are there now, and there will be additional pickleball courts installed soon. And then hopefully we're planning on getting a ninja course type of park put down in the corner as well. So
wonderful.
All things that are scheduled to make it an even better place for families.
Well, and you have such tremendous staff down there.
Yes.
People that support and make that all possible.
Yes.
And,
we have the best staff.
Do you even sleep at all?
I do. I can sleep because we have such good staff.
Well, there you go. What a great line. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Yep, happy to
We
be
just
here.
love you and all that you're doing down there. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.